right, everybody get settled in. How you guys doing? Oh my gosh, I have to say I've been sitting here taking copious notes because the presenters and the meeting that Stacy and Steve put together for you, I think is one of the most outstanding ones I've seen. Very specific, very clear, very articulate speakers. Great job, Lee Kim's gonna So I just have to say, I tend to be very like squirrelish, like, oh, squirrel, shiny object. Sorry. It's just who I am, speaking of brand, right? It's just who I am. But this morning I saw all the directors that happened to have been at Stacy's home last night. We had a wonderful evening together. They were all in the back, and I was like, panel of experts, and I thought, you know how, in things they put like 9 or 10. Like I thought that they were going to rank the speakers. So I got really nervous. Not really, I don't get too nervous in front of Pampered chef consultants because this is where I belong. This is, it's in the office, at the home office, that I get a little crazed and stressed out. So at any rate, I want to thank Stacy for having me here at your fall launch meeting, and I'm just absolutely fabulous. And Jenny, that was absolutely amazing, your story, and I'm so grateful that you are here with us and that you're part of this family, part of the Pampered Chef family, part of this team, because you just are so amazing, and you're going to be an executive director soon, so that's awesome. Woohoo! So at any rate, I am going to be talking about personal branding because it kind of brings everything together. You've had some wonderful information imparted to each and every one of you as it relates to in-home shows, virtual shows, how to weave in the hosting message, the booking message, the recruiting message. But who is it that is imparting those messages? You, right? Exactly. So we need to make sure that we feed you as well because it's really, really important. You do represent, as Jenny said, you represent Pampered Chef. We don't have stores, right? We don't have a retail outlet for people to walk into. You are Pampered Chef. You are our brand. And so personal branding yourself is really, really critical because it's you that reflects who we are as an organization, our mission, our vision, everything. So we want to make sure that you are fed in terms of the training, the materials. That's why your home office really wants to make sure to service you as much as we can with collateral and the best product and everything that you need to be successful because we want you to reflect our brand in a really positive way. When things don't go the way that you really like, what can happen? You're not as maybe positive, right? And so we don't like that. We want you to be totally, yourself, authentic, and just in a really good space. So at any rate, that's what we're going to talk about. I found it really interesting because as Stacy and I were talking about this weeks ago, I think, and what she wanted me to speak on, I was telling, okay, I think that that's really a critical topic, an interesting topic. And what lands on my desk on Thursday is the September issue of the Direct Selling News. And you'll see here the cover article is Your Brand Reputation. So our industry magazine that comes out on a monthly basis had a whole article about the importance of brand reputation both personally and as an organization. And I just thought it was really quite ironic because of how timely that this is. So I think what's really important, one of the things, I actually took a photo of one of the pages of the article, was the more virtual our lives get, the more we hunger after something genuine, right? And that is what people really want now is not just a product or service. What do we always talk about? It's an experience. They want an experience. So that's one of the things that, again, your home office, your company back in Addison, Illinois, has been doing a lot of work as it relates to the in-person and virtual show experiences, because you are the one that brings that to life. So we want to ensure that we are talking to customers and hosts, and how can we help our consultants create a better experience for you, that ultimate consumer. So that's why you're seeing a lot of things and a lot of tools coming out, and you're going to continue seeing that for the months and years to come, because it's absolutely at the foundation. So brand reputation. If you do something that isn't acceptable, it can become common knowledge in minutes, right? I mean, I'm not even sure it's minutes. I think it's like nanoseconds. It's just crazy. Social media has played an important role in making companies and individuals more authentic and honest, because we just have to be, because social media now, it just gets out there like wildfire, doesn't it? I mean, you see it all the time. I think if there's one thing, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I don't know if you guys do, but from a home office perspective, I certainly do. And as your consultant, your chief consultant advocate, sometimes I'll go on the Pampered Chef site, I'll go on Director Success or a lead group, or whatever group it might be, and there it is, the individual who is complaining about something. And I just sit there, it's like, oh God, what are you doing? And sometimes they do that within their kind of leadership groups, or if they're a leader, they'll do it on their team pages. And I think, why are we sabotaging our businesses? Don't do that. I know that sometimes we feel compelled to do that, but don't. Stay positive. Again, this is part of your brand, your personal brand. So what you say on social media reflects who you are as a person, as again the Pampered Chef. So you know what, we all go through difficult days and difficult times and decisions that we make at the home office, or the product sometime isn't to your liking. Call Stacy. I just can't. Call Steve. No. Call your upline. Call your upline. That's who you need to talk to. Always go up. Don't put it on social media. And what the beauty is that a lot of our directors have a forum to provide that feedback to home office, and we take that very seriously. So when there's something that you don't really care for, or that you feel that we could do better, that's really important. And again, as your chief consultant advocate, when I come out to these events, I always like to hear from the leadership of what isn't working, what could we do better as an organization, so that goes back to the home office. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit, actually I want to talk a little bit about this slide, and then I'm going to go back to that one. What is personal branding? Personal branding is a unique combination of personality and skills that make up you as an individual, okay? Combination of personality and skills that make up you. And the beauty of this business, and why I am so passionate about it, and why I love it so much, is that this business can fill the needs of anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter, in terms of tall, short, ethnicity, diversity, in terms of your likes, dislikes. It doesn't matter. Individuals like Stacy, who were up here just a moment ago talking about the fact that she doesn't have a college education. We don't care. We want to provide opportunities for everybody. So that is the beauty of this business, and the fact that I'm talking about that is because it's about you, your personal brand. I love this business because you don't have to be Stacy, you don't have to be Steve, you don't have to be Jenny. You have to be you. And it's your strengths is what we're talking about now in terms of personal branding. It's about what are your strengths and identifying those and allowing those to come out in an authentic way, whether it's on virtual, at your in-person shows, whether you're out and about in your community, representing your business. It's about you. And that's what I love about this, because each of you has a different story, right? Whoops, I want to go back to this. I thought I would just kind of take you through a little bit about my journey and how this impacted who I am today, and a little bit about Jonas's Wahoo Woman's brand. Some of you who remember me as Wahoo Woman. Okay, a lot of you. The others are like, what the heck are you talking about? At any rate, August 25th of 1980, my life completely changed. And that was the day that I was downtown, and many of you have heard my story. Many of you heard this at National Conference. Was that last year? I think it was. Last year at National Conference. So sorry if I'm being repetitive, but for those that are new, just a little bit about my journey. My life changed because I was with Stoney Business Products selling dictation equipment, which no longer exists anymore, I don't think. And I was selling it to 2 zip codes on LaSalle Street in downtown Chicago. And it was awful. I hated it. I went to college for a marketing degree. I wanted to sell. I wanted to sell for a substantial, a well-branded organization. And I would get up in the morning and I would cry. I would go to bed at night and I would cry. And I would do it all over the next day. I was sitting at lunch in my 2-piece blue suit with the little tie that every woman at that time, because we all had to look like men, which was, sorry guys, but it was kind of like women were trying to get into business, right? This was the 80s. And so at any rate, an Avon representative approached me with a catalog and gave it to me and just said, hey, would you ever be interested in representing Avon products by selling it? And I was like, are you kidding me? It's like, how could I do that? Don't you see what I'm wearing? Don't you see that I'm a businesswoman? I did it all. I started crying, I'm certain of it. So at any rate, I really took it very seriously. I signed out. And so the rest is history. So direct selling came into my life on August 25th, 1980. And 37 years later, it absolutely was where my journey really started. So obviously we all probably can relate to the things that I have on the screen, kind of doubt and fear, right? So you sign up, it's like, oh God, can I do this? Can I make the calls? It's like terrifying. But you break through it because action cures fear. Remember this. Action cures fear. Inaction feeds fear. Because all that you do is think about it and procrastinate. It's the worst thing. And we've all been through it. I have been through it at every phase and change in my career over 37 years. So remember, text somebody, pick up the phone. Don't play on Facebook or procrastinate. People need you and people need your service and what you have to offer. Bottom line, you can do it. Because you sit there and think, I can't do it. No, you can do it. And from there, you gain confidence, right? You start little by little, your self-esteem, and again, that's what I love about this business, is because individuals like you, who sometimes thought you couldn't do something, or that people didn't recognize you, you gain self-esteem. Lonnie? Where's Lonnie? Lonnie, I so admire you because last night, Lonnie, you've been here 6 months with Pampered Chef. Last night she was sitting on the couch with me and she looked at me and said, I'm so nervous. Steve is making me speak tomorrow. I love it. Steve is making me speak tomorrow. And what?
You can get me out of it.
Yeah, right. I think that's what, yeah. You did a remarkable job today. And that's what I love about this business, because Lonnie is on her journey to start establishing her personal brand. And what you saw in Lonnie, of course, you're starting to establish that, and I'm certain your customers and your hosts, etc. So I love that you broke through that fear and now you've got confidence. And that's where Wahoo Woman came about. Because a lot of people, especially women in this world, lack that confidence, lack the self-esteem. And this business is such a gift that helps you break through that. And one day you wake up and go, damn it, I am good. I am good, right? I am really good at this. And I service people, I help bring people together around the table. I help them to create their own businesses. It is like amazing. So from there, it's you stretch out of your comfort zone. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So I, as a brand, started breaking through that fear and wanting the challenges and wanting to grow more. It's where Stacy and Steve are and Jenny. It's like, you want more. Now it's like, feed the fire, right? When Stacy promoted to National Executive Director, we had a conversation, and Stacy was like, what's next? Like, there's not a level above this. And I was just like, what's next? Oh my gosh. We talked about her desire now to promote her directors to executive directors, and look at what you're doing. So
They're doing it.
yeah, well, you're leading them and coaching them, and they are doing it, yes, which is lovely. So that's where it gets really fun and exciting, right? And then it's, what I particularly love is we rise by lifting others. And in this business, when you get into that leadership role in particular, you really are helping others to succeed, and that's where it just becomes so amazing to watch those individuals grow. And then of course lifestyle, right? And then it becomes a lifestyle around family and friends. So it's a little bit about journey, but I'm certain, did some of that resonate with you? Kind of going, God, it sounds kind of similar, right? Yeah. So creating a personal brand, how does one go about that, right? Well, we're all a little different. My personal brand, I'm not too sure what it is. It's a little crazy, I think. It actually has started, and I would recommend to you guys, I know a lot of people do their vision boards, or they do kind of personal why boards, whatever you call it. I have a little booklet that was actually just a picture booklet that is on my desk as I speak. I didn't bring it because I brought too many other things and I wanted to do carry-on. I was going to bring it, but that sits on my book, and it's my dream book. And it has things like, you know, shopping items. I have all sorts of photos, etc. in it. But I would really recommend you, because it really has helped me to understand who I am as a person and what's important to me as an individual. And then of course you can see some of the crazy things I do. So for a while there I was Wahoo Woman, helping people to break through, you know, their fears and be courageous and strong. In fact, I love, can you stand up? I love it. I noticed it right away. I'm a Pampered Chef girl. What, Melody? What? Christy, I'm sorry. No. Christy, I'm a Pampered Chef girl. What's your superpower?
That's awesome.
I love it. I know, right? I love that. So what is your superpower?
Mix and chop.
Mix and chop. Okay. I love it. This is one of my favorite quotes. I did the thing I feared the most. Excuse me while I cheer. Now here I stand a stronger soul, and all I lost was fear. Love that. Okay. So where does personal branding come into play? Comes into play everywhere, right? It's how we represent ourselves when we're out in the community, when you're on social media, when you're on the phone, out and about, text messages, email. How are you reflecting yourself in your business? How is that coming across? It's something to really think about, isn't it? Because sometimes what happens is we're in a rush, and sometimes we might not respond to an email in the manner that, there are so many times I sit there, it's like, I wished I could have that back, because it might have come off too curt, not in the right tone. And so we really have to be mindful of how we are approaching new customers or customers, existing customers, hosts, your team members. So in every area of your life, people are looking at you and determining their feelings, their thoughts about what they're seeing and how you're acting. I just reflected on last night, sorry.
We have a lot of work to do.
We had a lot of work, yes, exactly. Okay, so at any rate, building your brand. I have a question for you. Did you see the photo at the very top? I hope you can. It's of your National Executive Director. I know. When you think of personal brand and Stacy Itzel, shout out some things. What do you think?
Honest.
Genuine.
Genuine,
Honest.
humble, honest,
Kind.
engaging,
Confident.
confident,
Exciting.
Kind.
Exciting.
exciting, hardworking,
Prayerful.
prayerful,
Open-minded.
open-minded. Yeah.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals. I love it.
Calming.
Calming
Or exciting.
or exciting, right? At a given inspirational. Yep.
Classy.
Or classy.
Supportive.
Supportive. Wow. Listen.
She is all that.
This is literally the Pampered AA.
Yeah, right? Yeah, and those are things, you know, I can't speak for Stacy, but I have to believe that those are things you worked on. I mean, some of that came through your upbringing and growth, but inspirational leadership, you know, we're a work in progress, right? All of us. As I stand here and think of my age, which I won't repeat, I'm still a work in progress. There's things that I still need to work on, right? This doesn't just stop. It's ever changing and evolving. So what words would we want to be top of mind when people hear about Pampered Chef? What are,
Quality.
quality,
Reliable.
reliable,
Long-lasting.
long-lasting,
Innovative.
innovative. Love that word.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
Customer service.
Customer service,
Generous.
generous. Cool. So I love the pit, right? It's so interesting because I was with Avon Products for 14 years. And there was a time I was on a flight going from California to New York. And I got up, the plane had landed, and I had a briefcase, and it had, you know how sometimes you put your little tag, your card in a little, and this person behind me goes, "Oh, you're a ding-dong lady." Okay, really. I thought, it was kind of that moment of, oh yes, I am, and I wanted to like, this is like, do you know how hard I work being a ding-dong lady? But think about it. I mean, what I think about when I came to Pampered Chef, the difference of the brand. I mean, Avon is a $6 billion organization, 152 countries. Pampered Chef, we're in 2 countries, and in the US obviously doing very well. But when I said I was with Pampered Chef, I love Pampered Chef. I mean, it's amazing the difference, right? In terms of brand perception. I was like, oh yes. On trend, great recipes, fun parties. So next, what do you want people to say when they think of you? You don't have to share, but take a moment. I do have a handout, but that's for something else. You can write it on the handout. If you want to share, I certainly feel comfortable with doing that. but you don't have to. Dependable. And why do you say that?
I want people to know that I'm not just a flash in the pan.
I don't want people to think that you're a flash in the pan. That you're here to stay, you're a dependable individual. It's important to you.
Honest.
Ellen, honest. Why is that important to you?
I mean, I feel like your integrity is everything.
Yeah, your integrity is really important. Yeah, makes sense. Anybody else want to share?
Like
Megan?
genuine and relatable. I mean, I
Genuine and
think
relatable.
that we've all been sold something in our lives at one point that we haven't been super convinced on. And like me personally, I have to be passionate about something to really back something up. So I feel like that's what I always want to convey to anybody in my
So you want your customers, your hosts, your team members, it's like,
everyone
I'm
to feel-
genuine, I believe in this.
Exactly, and then I'm a real person, and while I may be a lot younger than most of the people that I host for, like,
Yeah.
I still deal with the same kind of challenges and really, again, that relatable factor. People
Yeah.
is what's gonna sell your product.
Megan just shared the fact that she's younger than a lot of
Thanks.
customers or hosts.
Thanks for that.
Thanks.
I didn't mean that in an offensive
No,
way.
no, I know, she's kidding.
More from a
She's
personal
kidding.
way, you know, like, for me, it's been so hard, like, recruiting people my age because I'm at this, like, after college point, and I took a separate route, so, like, I'm seeing all my friends graduating, going on to their masters, and, like, I just finished my AA, so, like, finding people around, like, my age that want to be involved in doing something is so hard, but, like, you know, branding yourself the right kind of way, thinking, like, this could be a career for you, you know, you don't have to
I
think
love
about
it.
that, like, especially Stacy, like, not going to college, like,
Yep.
my entire life, it was just, you go to college, you get your job, that's that, and sometimes life just doesn't work out that way.
Right, and sometimes you think it, I mean, for me, I went to college. I got my BA in marketing. I hated what I ended up doing. Thank goodness somebody had the courage to approach me in a suit. You know, I'm in a suit and she was, you know, pants, slacks, or what. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. And I so admire her because I wouldn't be here today. I don't know what the heck I'd be doing. So Megan, I can appreciate what you're saying because I was really young as well. When did you start, Stacy?
I was 32.
You were 32. Okay, yeah, I was in my early 20s.
She's 26.
So how old are you?
26, yes.
You're 23, so we were about the same age. Yeah, and going door to door at that time, it was just like so weird. You know, it's getting that credibility. Yeah, right? It's getting that credibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's through habits, discipline. It's through coming to meetings like this, investing in your time,
So that your
investing in your
knowledge-
career, your knowledge. Exactly. So yeah, I have dependable, great service, knows the product, high value parties, obviously. So, all right. So most important is that you want them to remember you as their Pampered Chef consultant. You don't want them to be thinking, oh, she was the person or he was the person that sold me this great rock, right? It's or provided XXX. It's you. You are Ellen. It's like Ellen is my Pampered Chef consultant who provides amazing service. And we have such great fun parties because she brings them to life with her wonderful enthusiasm and energy that she brings to the party. And everybody leaves having learned something. That's what you want. And the goal you want to create, oh, I just talked about that, sorry. All right, so I have a little sheet for you to fill out. We're going to have you do a little work. How am I doing on time? Not good, because I think we're supposed to be.
Your personal branding.
So, from the top, what words would someone enter into the Google search bar for an ideal Pampered Chef consultant?
Are we shouting it out?
You don't have it?
Oh, I think we have a couple.
There's
Oh, here. Do you guys not all have it, or?
Should. Who's missing one?
anybody else need one? Stacy. Oh, another one.
I think we only need one,
Oh,
but thank
okay.
you.
I'm just a messenger.
Okay, shout out just a couple and we'll go to the next because I know we're short on time. Experienced. Woo, I love that. Ooh, I get goosies with that one. Fun. Yes.
Consistent.
What?
Consistent.
Consistent. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Knowledgeable.
Approachable.
That's a really good one. Yes, I love that. Okay, so let's jump to the second one. How would your customers describe you to their best friends, not how you are as a consultant, but
Can it be
as a person?
Can it be both?
No,
Okay. Erase.
as a person, not as a nice. Oh, I like that. Nice.
Fun.
Fun.
Helpful.
Helpful.
Funny.
Funny. Loving. Oh, I like that. Has heart, cares, right? Honest. Empathetic. That's so important. Having that empathy, right? Is so important. Yeah. Okay. Third, why do your customers choose to do business with you?
Quality shows.
Word of mouth? Word of mouth. Why do you say word of mouth?
When I first started last year and I had my first party, I had family and friends come over and I got more referrals from the family and friends than I got from my
And why are they referring you?
because apparently I'm the only one they knew that sells pizza.
I was hoping for like, because I'm fabulous.
I've learned the proper way to follow through and I need to be more, I know I need to be more dedicated to that.
Yep, good. Intentional.
When I've had intentionally, when I've had people, like for instance, one of my cousin who's become like my best customer, she's called me a couple times about things, and I'm, I wait like a week or two. I'm like, hey, did you get that in the mail yet? Did you do this? And she has sent me about 4 people who would order or
Nice.
things like that. So I find that that's for me. I do a lot of vendor events too, but I find that the word of mouth, that's more than.
I know. It's awesome. Getting those referrals, so critical. Okay. So any others? Why do your customers choose to? Yeah?
Could I be really honest? I'm pretty persistent.
You're persistent.
Yes, but I think also acknowledge that. Not an issue with it. Just persistent, but also I try to communicate well. I say in communication, constant communication, and I think that helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it could be persistent, but it sounds like you also are very disciplined in terms of following up with people, making sure that the party is all set. Maybe it's helpful.
And I think just like I feel like with open communication, you're constantly in their lives,
Yep.
especially social media allows us to do that.
Exactly, which is great. Okay, and last, how does your brand align with Pampered Chef's brand? How does your brand align with Pampered Chef's brand? And I would
again, who said that?
what?
Integrity.
Integrity. Oh, I love that. Who said that? Oh, Vicky. That's a good one.
Mission-minded.
Mission-minded. Helping families come around the table is important to you. So we don't have to go through. I would really suggest you think through this a little bit more and take some time since we don't have the time right now. So I'm going to keep on going. Whoops. This is something that has helped me in my entire career. One of my mentors at Avon really helped me understand the success wheel, and this is something that really also helps to define your personal brand, and it helps you within your career. It's just wonderful. It starts, I could do like 2 hours on this and I won't, so don't worry. It starts with belief. Belief in your company, belief in your product, belief in you. Belief that you have the ability to do this business. Next is setting goals, which I know Stacy and Steve and your directors are really, really great at. We talked about it, the SMART goals, right? setting goals, having the discipline to really achieve those, the commitment. Next is the knowledge. We have so many resources at Pampered Chef. Use them, use them, use them. There's no excuse. We have so many things. And then put those things that you've learned into action through the skills. And last are habits. Those will give you the results that you're looking for. And what I love about the Success Wheel is, as a director that goes to advanced director, or a consultant that goes to senior consultant, this wheel starts all over again. I'm certain when Steve hit executive director, he went through the bullet, can I do this? Do I have the confidence to do this? Do my team members have the confidence? Am I a good leader? So the wheel just continues going on. It's a great tool. Social media training, as I said, there's wonderful resources. How many people have used the social media training? Oh, that's awesome. Not as many, and I can appreciate why, because it's in a really weird place. They're going to try to change that. It's right now at PC University under customer care. So you have to go to PC University, go to customer care, and go to the bottom of the page, and social media, and there's a bunch of great videos there and interactive tools for you to learn more about it. Okay, and I'll end with so much opportunity in terms of branding yourself and getting your name out there and making an impression on individuals that you don't even know yet. We've identified, I'm certain you've heard us talk a little bit about this, we identified 21.1 million ideal potential customers that fit our particular demographic at Pampered Chef, the customers and hosts. We've only touched 700,000 of those.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have a lot of doors to get into.
A lot of ding-dongs.
A lot of ding-dongs. Yes, we do. We have a lot of doorbells to ring. Thank you, Stacy. And there it is again.
Only innuendo.
Reminders. I tell you, just keeps on coming back in my life. But it was my first love, so thank you. Pampered Chef, and because we don't have retail stores, you are Pampered Chef. There is so much opportunity for you. Take it. Take everything we have. We want to send you more money. You just have to earn it. We'd be happy to do that. So not a problem. So know who you are and who you want to be for your customers. Remember, you bring Pampered Chef brand to life. You give it a face and personality that is unique to who you are. And you are fabulous. And we love you, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So thanks for everything that you do to make a difference in so many people's lives. So.